Fields will yank it, and there's room to run for Fields.
Oh,
Fields,
baby.
turn it on the speed.
We've seen a lot of stuff here tonight. This one is the stunner.
Justin Fields, a magician in Chicago.
How good was that throw?
There's been some debate over which young NFC North quarterback is better. Jordan Love, Justin Fields. Let's talk about that a little bit. There's a lot of similarities in them they're basically the same age. Jordan Love is about 4 months older than Justin Fields. Love's entering his 4th year, almost effectively his 3rd because of the COVID rookie season he had where he didn't really have an off-season program, which limited some of his development there. And then he wasn't active on the game day roster throughout that entire year. Justin Fields entering his true 3rd year where he started all but a handful of games his rookie season and was the preferred starter all of last season. So similar levels of, years of experience in the NFL, a little bit different experience in actual gameplay. There's a little bit of odd, potential MVP buzz around Justin Fields just because of how dynamic he is as a runner. But he's got a long way to go as a passer. Love has flashed a bit, it's a matter of can he put that together consistently, and that's where Chris Sims kind of incorporated that into his quarterback rankings in his top 40.
What is Love? Baby, don't hurt me.
That's right.
Pretty obvious who number 31 is. That is Jordan Love.
His arm is special. Again, I'm not going to say it's like Mahomes, Justin Herbert, Josh Allen, but damn, it's really damn good. Like when Jordan Love gets all of it and rips it, it moves through the air. It was the Philly game. The right sideline, he makes a throw to Aaron Jones in the 3rd or early 4th quarter.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's a whole shot in a cover two. It's an unbelievable throw into a tight window, and Aaron Jones should have caught it, but it was like bang, bang, and he got hit as soon as he caught it, and the ball got knocked out, and it was an incomplete pass.
Even though he's only had a limited sample size of playing opportunities while Aaron Rodgers was the starting quarterback, he showed vast improvement year over year. So looking from 2021 to 2022, he's increased his completion percentage by 8%. Yards per attempt, he increased by 3 yards per attempt. He's made a lot of significant improvement in just the limited statistics that he's been able to put on the field. But it also shows a bit in his confidence on the field, as well as this offseason in front of the press, he's noticeably more confident.
There's a more of a comfort zone and knowing the offense and knowing where to go with the ball, where he made decisions quick and did it right away. And then when you watch the Eagles game to go in that situation where he was, he made some great decisions.
The biggest knock that is generally levied against Love is the fact that he hasn't done it yet. He hasn't really had the opportunity. What did people really expect? Did they think he was going to come in and dethrone multi-time MVP quarterback who is on the short list of first ballot Hall of Famers? Let's be honest. That was never going to happen.
He's improved his mechanics. He's comfortable in the offense. He's a good athlete. He's got very good size to see up over the line or throw through lanes. Yeah, I'm thinking Jordan Love's going to open up some eyes this year.
Yeah, he's got his opportunity now, and now he just needs to go out there and perform and show us what he's capable of.
This might surprise some people, I know, but Justin Fields will come in as number 23. Again, Greek god, we got that. Insane runner, insane. Where you go, it's insane enough to, when you put him up there with some of the better receivers and running backs in football, you go, it's as dangerous as some of those guys in the open field.
That right there is my biggest issue with Justin Fields. It's always run first, pass second. Whether it's the way he plays, his play style generally, he leans to run more than he leans to pass. And the same thing goes with how people, evaluate him. It's always, oh, he is so dynamic as a runner. He is an amazing athlete, comparable to athletes at, other skill positions that demand the highest athletes. But it's always run first, pass second. And that just doesn't work for me as a quarterback.
His throwing is a collection of great plays with no consistency. In fact, his overall quarterback game is that. And that's where he's 23 for me.
Where are the bad throws coming from? Why are they happening?
His motion is still funky, and he has no confidence in his throwing, right? He turns down more what I would call NFL open throws than anybody I watched in the top 40, where you go, no, he's open. It's tight, but that's NFL open, and he doesn't want to throw it because he doesn't trust where it's going to go.
I get where some of this lack of confidence or uncertainty might come from. When you are as capable as he is as a runner, there's a good chance that when things break down, your instinct is going to be to go run because you're confident enough in yourself to go make the play. But he needs to trust his supporting cast, which, is vastly improved heading into this year. Some people would say that that was an excuse for why he wasn't a sufficient passer last year. His PFF grade had him at like 54 as a passer, which just, middling at best. So that's not starting quarterback quality passing right there.
No.
I talk about the throwing, right? He doesn't throw great spirals. The ball can blow up on him a little bit, especially in the win in Chicago. His motion, his throwing motion is slow for this day and age in the NFL. It's very deliberate, and his arm is not real strong. It's not. And I don't know. I think his arm is strong. I think he's afraid to step on the gas because he doesn't know where it's going to go if he steps on the gas. Now, he's tough as hell. His running is insane. He's one of the most dangerous runners in the NFL, any position in the open field. I love all that. You look at some of the games where he had good stats and good runs, and you go, ooh, but they lost. And he still made a number of mistakes or bad throws in those games to where I can't buy into it yet.
But I think 2023 will be a really interesting year for both of these quarterbacks. Love finally gets his opportunity to go out and show what he's capable of. He's got a bevy of young weapons around him in the receiving core, in the tight end room. Even like his running back room is maybe not as young, but highly dynamic and capable of supporting him. So I look forward to seeing what he can do with that. On top of that, the team around him is quality. It's not, Super Bowl contending caliber, but it is also far from bottom of the barrel. And he's got an offensive head coach who, really is going to put him in the best situation to succeed. Fields, on the other hand, also has a lot of new weapons, and I think that is going to contribute to potentially him improving as a passer. But that needs to be his focus in the offseason. He really needs to hit it hard and needs to develop that chemistry with these new weapons. They brought in Chase Claypool last year, but he basically did nothing when he got to the Bears. And maybe that's because they didn't have pieces around him as well, and he just drew a lot of attention. But he needs to go out there and perform. You've got DJ Moore, you've got Chase Claypool, Darnell Mooney. They've got quality weapons around him. Cole Kmet's a solid tight end. And even though they let David Montgomery walk, they still have decent weapons in their backfield to support Fields as well. Chris Sims and Mike Florio considered that when they were determining who has the better situation in 2023 to succeed.
Some other factors this year and some other guys to make some plays. It won't always have to be him breaking a 60-yard run or some amazing run or scramble to get it done, right? I guess I want to say that I feel like Jordan Love is in the better situation, right? There's still some unknowns about Justin Fields and what this is going to look like and how much progress he's going to make in the passing game and all that. I know how awesome he is. This is a guy that's, of course, got a win-loss record that's not that great. And there is stuff to be had still in the passing game and development there. And then with Jordan Love, there's at least a culture of winning there, and a team that's been good, and a defense that's good, and they can run the ball, and we know they got 2 young receivers. So I guess I give Jordan Love a little bit of the edge on support just because of what has been laid down in Green Bay rather than in Chicago. They're trying to lay it down right now.
It's a tough call because we've seen what Fields can do.
Yes,
and he
right?
is the best running quarterback in the NFL
Yes.
right now. But you can't be one-dimensional and win. Even though Justin Fields may be the more established player and the guy who has been better in many respects, in large part because we've seen him, there's still more questions about him, about his game.
I think so.
Let's say as many questions about his game as there are about Jordan Love's game.
Right.
Ultimately, I think it's hard to argue with their assessment. I think Love does have the better situation. Does he have proven weapons around him? Maybe not as much. But he's got, chemistry with his top 2 receivers that he's developed through a year of working with them, whereas, Fields, he's got a couple new pieces that he has to integrate, so he needs to develop that. 2, the team around him is just way better than the Chicago Bears have a team around Fields. The Bears, they got the number 1 overall pick for a reason. They added a lot of pieces, and of course a year is a big difference in what that talent pool is going to look like. But I think that whole situation in Chicago isn't setting Justin Fields up for as much success as Green Bay is setting Jordan Love up for. But I'd love to hear what you have to think. If you're a Bears fan, let me know, how wrong I am about Justin Fields. It's absolutely going to come out there. But if you're a Packers fan, let me know, am I being too naive about the situation Jordan Love is heading into, or what? And if you enjoyed the video, click like down below and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any more Green Bay Football Corporation content.